Hi, I'm Dr. Lance Morris, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In my YouTube number 7, you may have noticed the Chihuahua on my lap. Daisy, as we named her, was a recent addition to our family with her brother Sven. We live in the desert and are surrounded by predators. A small dog is a perfect snack for a pack of coyotes. Sadly, this was the recent fate of Daisy. We need to ask the question, is life capricious or random? Evidence would suggest that it is, based on the common experience of humans on planet Earth. The problem with this evidence is that it is out of context of the natural order of things. So as humans, we are often confused and feel we are victims of an unfair universe. From the common Christian perspective, life is unknowable, and we must accept that everything is the will of God, even when it seems to conflict with common sense or basic decency. For me, as I have shared earlier in this series, the option of choosing blind faith was never an option I was willing to consider. Faith, on the other hand, is a crucial element and requires suspension of judgment and surrender of ego. Why does God allow bad things to happen to good people? Why would a God of mercy give someone a newborn baby destined to die within days of its birth? Death happens in about 4 in 1,000 neonates. Approximately 1 million dies within the first 24 hours annually in the United States alone. We could add example after example of truly horrific life experiences that humans endure. If we only live once, the vast majority of humans will never have the opportunity to find God or Christ or Buddha or Krishna or salvation or enlightenment. Those who profess such an ideology must believe that they are the chosen people, that it is God's will that they will be saved and virtually everyone else is doomed. Wow, is that harsh, judgmental, and egocentric, none of which are attributes we attribute to God. Let me revisit a self-quote I shared earlier in this series. It has been said that many have been called, but few will be chosen. But I hold the space that all have been called, and the time is now. And of course, I invite you to join me holding this space. Within the boundaries of STEM, space, time, energy, and matter, we seem to exist in a polarized universe. This polarity permeates every aspect of everything. It is reflected by the existence of both a positive and negative charge, and is characterized by duality. Examples of which are night and day, hot and cold, up and down, in and out, man and woman, life and death. This is also reflected in the Newtonian third law of thermodynamics, the law of cause and effect, or that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Another way to describe this is karma, which is also a synonym for sin. The primary difference is that sin always has negative connotations, while karma is more about balancing opposing energies. Linked with karma is the concept of reincarnation. In simplistic terms, this is the premise that we are born over and over to have the opportunity to master all of life's lessons and resolve all life conflicts. With this mastery accomplished, we are then, for the first time, free to choose to no longer return to another earth-bound body, or to return as a bodhisattva, one who chooses to return to a body to serve as a guide or conduit for others to achieve enlightenment. Let's go back to our discussion about the causality of conditions like savant syndrome or child prodigies. I had suggested that the combination of nature, genetics, and nurture upbringing were legitimate factors, but not enough to fully explain these conditions. If we have lived before, is it possible that we have developed technical skills in specific areas, like the fine arts or math? Is it possible that in a given life, that this skill set can bleed through into actual manifestation? If we apply the principles of cause and effect, the principles of karma and reincarnation, all of a sudden, every example or situation comes into stark focus. We are flooded with a knowledge and awareness that every experience now makes sense and has meaning, that life and existence is neither capricious nor random. Please go back and review the story of Dr. Seuss's Hooper Bloop Highway and the Tibetan Book of the Dead. Next week, I will introduce you to the work of Michael Newton. I know you will be fascinated. If you are enjoying this content, please subscribe, share, and like. Till next week, goodbye.